Tifu, told my friend how much I can't stand paperback novels before she gave me my birthday gift. I, 55F, was out to lunch with a good friend of mine, also 55F, to celebrate my birthday. We've been friends for over 20 years, and one of the things we've always bonded over is our love of books. We read totally different genres. She's more mystery and thrillers, I'm more memoir and literary fiction, but we both adore reading and always end up talking about books whenever we see each other. Somewhere in the middle of our lunch, we got on the topic of physical books versus ebooks, and that somehow veered into paperback versus hardcover. And I started to tell her how much I don't like paperbacks, how they are flimsy, how I hate how the covers bend and never quite lie flat again, how they never sit nicely on a shelf, how I like the weight and substance of a hardcover in my hands. I even made some joke like, if I'm going to commit to reading 300 pages, I at least want to feel like I'm holding something worthy of that time. I could see her kind of nodding politely, not saying much, which I took as her agreeing, or at least just listening. So I just kept going. I wasn't trying to be mean or snobby. I thought we were just having one of those book people get it conversations. Then she smiled awkwardly and said, well, speaking of books, and reached into her tote bag and pulled out a wrapped present. Happy birthday. I slowly opened the wrapping, already feeling my face go hot. Of course, it was a book. A novel she'd been raving about a few weeks earlier. A thoughtful, sweet gift from one reader to another. And of course it was a paperback. I laughed awkwardly and said something like, oh wow, I've been meaning to read this, and thanked her, but the whole energy had shifted. She smiled and said, I thought you'd like it. And then, to make matters worse, she added, I debated getting the hardcover, but this one had such a nice cover design and I figured it would be lighter to carry. I tried to recover and said something dumb like, oh yeah, no, totally, I mean, I still read paperbacks too. I'm not that picky, haha, but the damage was done. We finished lunch, and she was perfectly pleasant, but I could sense this subtle coolness the rest of the afternoon. She didn't bring up the book again. I texted her later that night to say thank you again, and that I was excited to read it, and she responded with a glad you like it, and a smiley face. I can't tell if it was a genuine smiley, or one of those passive-aggressive ones. TLDR. I went on an anti-paperback novel rant, only to immediately be gifted a paperback novel from her for my birthday. I may have accidentally insulted her thoughtful present and now I have no idea how she really feels about it.